Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Leslye with What Leslye Loves, and in today's video I've got a little bit of explaining to do, so stay tuned. All right, so I did a little something, and I guess I should preface all this to say I'm pretty certain that this is probably my favorite bag, like probably of all time, because I don't think I've ever gone as crazy as I have for a bag like this. So I'm gonna let you put your comments or put your guesses below and tell me in the comments right now. Pause this video and put in the comments now, what bag do you think I'm talking about today? So did you guess correctly? I have another Empire Carryall from Coach. I love this bag, and I think this was probably a no-brainer, and most of you are probably not going to be surprised. To those of you I've had a little conversation about, you're definitely not surprised, but you're probably not surprised because I loved the very first Coach Empire Carryall that I purchased was from Neiman Marcus or Saks Fifth. My memory is not jogging right now, but it was the Empire 28 in the maple color, in the glove tan leather. And the shape of that one is a little bit different. The glove tan leather bags are slightly more curved on this bottom here, where the soft Empire Carryalls, which that's what this is the Coach Soft Empire Carryall 28, is with the full grain leather. And you're hearing that rattling because I've already moved into her. No unboxing here. This is real life experience and reviews already. So it has the folded trim on the bottom, and she's gorgeous. So I will show you in this video what fits inside, do a quick comparison with the 26 and the 35, since I do own both of those as well, and kind of let you know why in my mind I've justified having 3 of these now, and I probably will have a 4th. I won't save the mystery. I'm probably gonna get the Empire Carryall 21 in the fall when those get released. I stayed up, no joke, until 2 a.m. for that fall release that was going to pop on the website. I wasn't one of the lucky few, but I am one of the lucky ones now. So let me show you what fits inside really quickly. I lied. I'm gonna do a quick comparison just because then it'll kind of give you a good reference point for what fits inside, but this is the Empire Carryall 26. I don't have a dedicated video for this particular bag just yet, but stay tuned. I'm planning on it. I'm playing a massive game to catch up with you guys, but this is the 26, and as you can see, it kind of curves here at the bottom, where this one does have like very distinctive corners here. So yes, corner wear might be a little bit of a concern, but this one kind of tapers in and it has a base. And again, this is in the glove tan leather. So everything I have in this bag for the most part fits in this one, but I kind of have to rejig it a little bit. But let me jump in what's inside this one. So here, one thing that I love about this is it has a full zip top closure. So in the event your bag were to topple over, or for security reasons, it has a full zip top closure, which I really love. I like to tuck this bit inside the sides here, but for the purpose of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I have everything kind of jam-packed, so let me show you what all fits. These are my sunnies, my phone. I probably should have put a do not disturb on my phone. I think the other thing to kind of share with you guys is this one is 0 compartments inside, where the 26 and the 35 have the center compartment. So I'll kind of showcase that in a little bit. This is just the strap. I know, blasphemous, in a little Louis Vuitton dust bag, but I carry the strap with me in the event I need to carry it crossbody, but this is one that I very much like to carry in the crook of my arm. I have my mini M case from Dress Up Your Purse, key clay from Dress Up Your Purse, 2 lippies. I've been carrying my lip glosses outside of pouches because I don't need to reach into a pouch to get stuff out. Like, I'm always on the go. They're out. I'm gonna just be free. I know I'm keeping a bag and that I love it when I don't have an insert and I'm going rogue. But these are my 2 favorites lately. Touchland hand sanitizer when things are nasty out there. My infamous medicine/mints case. And then return from a UPS label. That's why I love a bag with no compartments sometimes, because you know, even for me, Miss OCD, I need some seasons where I could just toss the crap in. And then these are my two SLGs right now, which if you follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle below, but follow me on Instagram because I've pretty much gotten to the point where I'm sharing daily, but these are my new wallets. I love them, spoiler alert. And that is everything in there. So one thing I will note, I guess first impressions, when I first opened this bag, I don't like doing unboxings because I feel like I'm trying to put on a show, if that makes sense. You guys know I keep it real, but when I do unboxings, I just feel like there's just too much pressure to like something, and I don't ever want to hate on something because that's my opinion, and I know some of you are here for my opinion, but I don't know, it's just not my thing. But it was a very similar reaction to the 40. Now the 40, as you guys know, I did not keep. It was just too big, and I was like, that bag pained me to send back. Like when I was packing her up, I was like, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. I was completely devastated, but this one, I had to unpackage her, like take all the wrapping off, and I don't like to do that when I'm unsure about something because I just want to send it back. So that's why I don't do unboxings. I don't want to showcase something that I'm not going to use. But this one I was like, you know what? I've learned and I have experience now. Let me fully unwrap her. And oh, the squishiness. Oh my gosh, it's just, and the leather smells divine. What threw me off a little bit was the coloring. And I do have lights for full disclosure. So let me turn my lights off and kind of show this to you in natural daylight. Okay, so this is natural daylight other than the little lamp I have above me or behind me and the one above me. But this is the color. And I have a lot of shadows right now, but again, I'm doing this so you can kind of get the gist of what this coloring is. And I'll do some quick comparisons, but it's a little bit more caramel-y than it is honey, if that makes sense. But I guess both caramel and honey, depending on how much it's like cooked, it'll take on a darker color. This definitely leans in on a more lighter tone. Okay, I'm back. I brought some friends out to play, more so for color reference, but I'm gonna pack her back up. I'm adding in my little Coach notebook because it does fit in here. So, I mean, the flap is kind of up, but she fits in there perfectly. So I think that this is, and I'm gonna just say this right off the bat, it's the Goldilocks size. It is the perfect size. I just didn't like it in the glove tan leather because it's a little bigger and it's gonna get banged around a little bit more, and I didn't like it in the maple color. I love the maple color and I have several bags in that colorway from various brands, but I didn't like it in this bag, my opinion. So I'm gonna pack her up. That notebook is in there, my wallets, mini M case. I always have links, by the way, for my discount code for my dress up your purse items. I swear by them. I've bought them all with my own money. I just love them, they work. Touchland hand sanitizer, 2 lippies, the pill case, receipt that I really don't need anymore, my phone, my sunnies, and then I can fit the strap in there. It's getting a little tight, but it all fits. So here she is, fully packed up. I don't have the sides. Some people like release the gussets, the little buckles in here. Mine are closed. I'm OCD. I'm probably never gonna take them out, but some people open them up for a little bit more of a relaxed fit. This bag is pretty wide enough that I don't feel like I need to do that. So all of that fit in here very comfortably. Now for color reference, this is the Tabby 26 in dark stone. So you kind of see how they look next to one another. And this is the Western Tabby, this is my daughter's bag, in the burnished amber. I think this is probably one of Coach's best shades, and they just don't release it in enough bags. So Coach, if my opinion matters, can you release more bags in the burnished amber? Because how perfect would this bag have been in this color? Now I know the 21s, the Empire 21s kind of had a similar shade, but anyhow, I kind of really wanted to showcase because this is a lot lighter than people think. And then it depends on the bag you get. It depends on the batch of the painting, and the, you know, color takes on differently from bag to bag, from material to material. So this is full grain leather. This is also full grain leather. This is pebbled leather. I guess another example are my wallets. So this is the sage tone, and this is just a regular leather, probably most closely to their glove tan leather. And this is the quilted leather. And you see, they kind of look a little bit different. So I think more than anything, I hope I've conveyed, my point has come across, that the color, I'm not unhappy with it. It took me a little bit to kind of realize, okay, while it's not the color I expected, I actually really do love the color. I think it's perfect for spring and fall and summer. Like, it's gonna be a perfect everyday bag. All right, now let me compare her to my other Empire Carryalls. Okay, so here she is here, and right behind me I have my two other Empires. I am building myself an Empire, y'all. I had to, sorry. So this is a 26 in the glove tan leather. And again, this one has the base, like actual base, and then this one's just got the folds on the bottom. So I felt like I could justify it because this is the 26, this is the 28, and my other one's a 35. Because as some of you know, I am trying not to repeat styles. This is the exception because I've already said it. I started off my video by saying the Empire is my favorite bag of all time, for sure. But that's a size comparison to the 26. And this is a size comparison to the 35. The 35, I feel like, is another Goldilocks size. If the 40, Empire 40, is too big for you, I'm 5'3" for reference, that bag it ate me up. And I just feel like this is the perfect size if you want a larger bag. And then this one, like my black one, has the base on the bottom. But this really is the perfect everyday size. Like, I don't feel like I need to worry about how much I need to carry with me. Basically, what I packed in when I repacked this bag is what I would carry on a daily basis and some. So here they are. This is the chain from my chain tabby, next video to come. And then I felt another great reference point is my Demillier London New York midi. And so that's this one. Here's the front of it. So I will say I love this shade. This is their tan shade. I think it's the perfect cognac-y colored bag. When the Rambler was released, and I want to say some vintage bags, they had this gorgeous like mustardy color, and I'm always drawn to it. But you guys know I like to play it safe and get pretty neutral bags in general. But that's what this reminded me of. As soon as I made that connection, I was like, oh, I love this color. It kind of feels like it's more mustard, like French mustard. I don't know, it's like a Grey Poupon, where this is like I feel like a rich cognac shade. I almost would attribute this more with honey. So once I got this beauty unpacked, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play around with her for a little bit. I'm trying to be very, I guess, honest with myself with my purchases and give myself some time to think on it. So I always sleep on it. But I woke up the next day and I was like, let me zhuzh her up a little bit and see if she's really gonna work. And I always bring her into my closet with me and kind of pair it up against all of my wardrobe. And this is a neutral shade. Really, again, I feel like it gives that little pop of color without being this bright, vibrant color. So when I unwrap mine, I always move my hang tag to the side. I don't like putting it on here just because it will create marks on the chaps over time. This is my favorite way to wear her. This is kind of like my lazy tie a scarf on her look. But I just like doing that.
You could of course wrap it all the way around and just very loosely do this, but if you wanted to fully wrap the handle so it looks, a lot more dressy, you guys get it for a fact. But
that's kind of like a vibe too. if you wanted to do that. And then I mostly liked wearing it with the scarf just kind of tied very casually, because I'm not too dressy with my wardrobe. I have to go out today, and so I'm a little bit more formal with my dress. But the other thing I liked, I bought this charm with my Brooklyn 28, and I just love all the details. And they made the Empire 26 in this, it was called tan, the color. It was too like buttercup yellow for me. And I tried and I tried and I tried, but A, you can't really find that color anymore, and B, it didn't work for my skin tone. But I wore it out the other day like that. So I love that charm on it, because we all know that bag charms are all the rage. And then I, of course, have this strawberry charm, which I always take the key ring off of all of my charms because I like it like that. But how cute is this for that summer vibe? And just a little pop of color, like how cute today. And if I wanted to, what some people do with these hang tags is if I put it back to where I said I don't like to have it, but if I were to do that, this is how people are dressing up their bags on the front landscape. You could obviously go crazy, but let's just say a cute little bag charm like this. And then you could add, let's pretend I'm adding all of this to the front here. So cute. Okay, and last but not least, although this is not my vibe personally, I love this chain, surprisingly. But look at the chain detail on there. So I think that's why the Empire Carryall is taking the world by storm. It works. It can be a casual bag, it can be a more formal bag, and I most definitely have all my bases covered. I have the this is Daddy Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, or Sister Bear, and I'm gonna have Baby Bear. Baby Bear will be here in the fall. I'll make that my Christmas present, but I love these. They really do bring me a lot of joy, and I'm so glad that I was so hesitant to get this, but I'm so glad that I got it, just because I really do feel like I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of this bag. And that's the point of this, and really that's the point of my purchases moving forward. I need them to serve a purpose. I don't like things sitting around. So that's how these kind of line up. I kind of did put them on my shelf like this the other day. Love, just love. All right, let me show you how she looks on. All right, so here she is. I have all my stuff in here just so that it's kind of an accurate picture of how it fits and how, with a bunch of things in it, it might sit on the body. But obviously, crook of the arm. And then, oh, clutch carry. You know, this isn't half bad because of the soft, squishy leather. I think that's what I love the most about this bag, is just, oh, I love it. I love it. Now, I did drive my SE crazy because I wanted all the stitching to be perfect. And in general, these bags haven't really had a lot of issues, but I love mine already. I, again, plan to carry the strap inside the bag because lately I've just been carrying it crook of the arm. She's kind of my Speedy replacement because I did sell my Speedy. That's a video for another day. But she's, you know, a thinner profile. I've been super pleased with it already. And sometimes I have carried it with the strap just hanging down, and then when I need to just be hands-free, I'll admit I don't love this one crossbody, but it works. And I love where the placement of the D-rings are. It just feels super comfy. And because again of how soft this leather is, it's such a comfortable bag. So I feel like I'm probably not going to move out of this too much. I remember back in the day, and it instantly hit me when I had just like a handful of bags, like literally one handful of handbags. My Prairie satchel, it was in a moss green shade, was just an open compartment, one zip, top closure, crossbody wear, and I would carry it by the handles. The handles did go down. I know for some people the handles being stationary upward is a deal breaker, but it's not for me. And mind you, it's hitting me like here, but it's not bugging me. Like it's this, especially in this leather, in some ways this feels more comfortable than the 26. So again, I'll do a dedicated video with the 26, but the main distinction for me is that the Empire 26 has the center compartments, or the center compartment, which is nice because then you can just slip your phone or some, you know, your wallet, things you don't want to fall out can be in the center compartment. So I love it because she's cute. She's cute, but that's why I was very intentional about getting this in a different color. One thing that I did notice right away is this interior material on this. It's the same material as the other Empires, but it's not. This feels much more premium. And where I can really see the difference, I'm fumbling so much, but this pocket here is almost like thicker and squishier. If you feel it, you'll know what I mean, and then I won't look like a crazy person, but yeah, this interior feels much more premium because these are, after all, 1941 bags. If your bags have these markings here, if it'll focus, that's a 1941 bag. And that's one of the gripes people have, is that they wish this would come with like a 1941 tag, but I put my hang tags on the side of my bags, and sometimes I put them inside that pocket, but she's just, I love her. She's perfect. I'm so happy that I have 3 of them, and I know without a doubt I am going to continue building my empire. So the big question is, does what Leslye Loves love her Empire Carryall, soft Empire Carryall 28 in the honey color? I think the answer is obvious because there are no tags on here. She's fully unwrapped. I've clearly been wearing her. I love her. I'm so glad I have her. I think she's probably going to end up being my most used bag, but we shall see what happens. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.